While the number of confirmed cases and deaths from COVID-19 continues to climb at an alarming rate, the actual number of people who have contracted the illness is likely much higher, according to most estimates from health officials. One Ontario man is living with that uncertainty. He tested positive, but he's sure that at least 5 or 6 of his friends and co-workers also got it. They just didn't get tested.
Very fortunate seeing what other people are going through and how it affects everyone so differently. I was definitely really lucky with the way I was affected by it.
Jesse Smith is a chef and had been working in a restaurant in a small resort town in the French Alps. The 29-year-old flew back to Canada in the middle of March after warnings that the borders were about to close. Upon his arrival, he started experiencing some worrisome symptoms of headache, loss of taste, sensitive skin, signs of fever, cough, aches and pains, but still never suspected it could be COVID-19.
Because it was so short, the period that I had any symptoms, I wasn't worried really. And then I was actually quite surprised when I got the test back because it had been such a short amount of time. I thought, surely I don't have it. Surely it's just a flu.
But tests revealed it was COVID-19. It was only afterwards that he realized his roommates, co-workers and friends he was with in the small town in France had been experiencing similar symptoms, but they just didn't get tested.
We both sort of realized that this was a lot bigger than what we probably realized. But I mean, we've got a lot of close friends that we were around as well. And many of those people were sick and had been sick and are still sick.
Valentine Costuna is also a chef. He is still in France and had plans to travel back to his home country of Australia, but he's been sequestered after weeks of severe illness.
I'm at about 3 weeks tomorrow, and I've literally just shaken it.
Val also lost his sense of taste and smell. He suffered from feverish sweats. His skin was painful to touch. He couldn't even touch his long hair.
Like this, I wouldn't be able to do that. It wouldn't be worth it. It would be too uncomfortable for me to want to play with the hair or anything like that.
He was not concerned about his own ability to recover, but understands that these symptoms could lead to even bigger implications. Jesse Smith tells me he tried to take as few chances as possible. He wore a mask on his flight home to Canada and self-isolated immediately upon his return. And Val Costuna continues to self-quarantine in France, but they both worry that their lack of awareness early on in their illness might have contributed to the spread of COVID-19. Pam Seatle, City News.